On 7 tonight, competing resolutions in the South Carolina State House. One wants to name the Gateway Project in Greenville after President Donald Trump. Another wants to name it for former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle. 7 News reporter Kimberly Brown took that debate to you. She's standing by live. Kim.
Gordon, we are here live at the Gateway Project, just opened just a few weeks ago to the public to drive through. Now, as you mentioned, there are two resolutions in the House of Representatives down in Columbia. They want to change the name of the Gateway Project. While some say it could be okay, others are saying it could only stir up controversy.
I think either side you're on is a little bit divisive.
For many of the people we spoke with, changing the name of the Gateway Project to the President Donald J. Trump Interchange has the potential to do more harm than good.
Big names and big things like that, such as like the NCAA tournament, if something like that happens, they may look into that and they may not hold it here. They may relocate somewhere else.
It's an issue for which the Republican authors of the resolution are willing to stand up.
This is the biggest interchange in the state of South Carolina, and so it's huge, and so that would fit President Donald J. Trump.
The Greenville NAACP released a statement saying, in part, they're in the process of trying to find ways to bring together the racial divide in Greenville, and this action will surely not bring us together. Days after the proposal was made, a second one was drafted proposing the Gateway Project be named President and First Lady Barack and Michelle Obama Interchange. It was introduced by two Democratic representatives.
I don't think they should name that highway off of any president. We have a lot of good people here that are doing a lot of amazing things, and I would believe that their name should be on there to leave the legacy.
Most people we spoke with say name changes shouldn't be the focus for our elected officials, at least for now.
I think they need to focus more on fixing the roads first before they should name them.
Now, not one elected official who introduced the resolutions were from the Greenville area. So we did reach out to Representative Hatton, Patrick Hatton, who actually serves the Greenville area, and asked him his thoughts on whether or not the interchange should be changed. And he said that that should be left for special instances. Reporting live right next to the Gateway Project in Greenville, Kimberly Brown, 7 News.
Kim, thanks. Both these resolutions are in House committees. If they're passed, they'd go to the full House, the full Senate, and then if it gets that far, it would still have to go to the governor for his signature.